Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to be architects. We're going to try to design the best house that we can build. We're going to do that by making a great floor plan. Floor plan is a roll and write from Deepwater Games that can play 1 to 99. Literally, it doesn't matter how many people play this, as long as you have enough sheets, and you need 2 dice. What you're trying to do is you are trying to meet certain demands of different customers in your floor plan. They may want a porch, they may want a pool, they may want a closet with a double doors walking into it, like a walk-in closet, all those types of things. And you're trying to get that done first, score the most points. So that's the gist. Let's go to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of floor plan all set up. This is essentially set up. I'm only going to be showing one board, but this is what it looks like. You're going to have 3 of these out. There's going to be 1 design, 1 layout, 1 build. There's going to be 2 blue dice, and each player is going to get a floor plan. So to start, you're going to set one of these dice to 6, and then we're going to roll the other one. It's going to basically be our starting room. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have a 1 and a 6. So we're going to do a closet or a living room. I'm actually going to do a 6 by 1. So it's 6 dimensions by 6 squares by 1 squares. And it has to enclose this gray one. So I'll do 1, 6. I'm going to do a living room. And then you put an L in it. You can kind of see what you're doing over here. So now that we've done that, now we're going to start. So on your turn, you're going to roll both. Someone's going to roll both dice, and you're going to take an action. You're going to build a room based on the dimensions here and the room. So a 6 and a 1 will let me build a living room or a closet 6 by 1. If I did a 3 by 4, I could do a bedroom or a kitchen with the dimensions of 3 by 4. You get the gist here. Or I can do 2 different features in my house. I could build a tree, which is a 9 squares. You kind of draw it here. 6 stones, which are going to help me enclose some stuff to make a pool and all that, a patio maybe, whatever. And that's that. All right, so the goal of the game is to be the first person to get 6 of these customer requests down here done. What that means is, let's take a look at this one a little bit closer. I need to be able to do to this design, so in order to score 9 points for this lady, I got to build a rock garden. So I'm going to have to put stones around a tree. So I'm going to have to build a tree. I'm going to have to, encircle it in stones. I can also do a small porch, which is going to be a deck of 7 squares or more connected to 3 or more rooms. I'm going to try to do all of these. One of them you're going to have to do more than once because there's 6 here and there's only 5 of them. And there's also going to be a way to score doors at the end of the game, which will be those points right there. I'm not going to play a ton into this because it's pretty straightforward, but I just kind of wanted to show you how it's going to work and see if this is something you may dig. So we'll go ahead and roll. So we have a 4 and a 1. So we could build a closet or a kitchen. Does anybody need a kitchen? Doesn't appear that anybody needs a kitchen. So let's go ahead and build another 4 by 1. Let's go ahead and build a kitchen. I want to build a really weird kitchen. So we're going to do a 4 by 1. That's a terrible. I'm real bad at drawing in these. And that's a K, and I'm doing it sideways. So I have a living room and a kitchen right there. All right, then I'm gonna roll again. 6 and a 4. So I could do 6 stones, 4 furnishings, or I could do a 4 by 6 living room or kitchen. Let's just go ahead and do some stones. But then I had to do furnishing. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just go ahead and do another living room. Sure, why not? So let's do a 6 by 4 here. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right like this. So there's another living room right there. All right, so that's that. Roll again. 5 by 5. So we can do a 5 by 5 dining room, or we can do 10 deck pieces. Let's go ahead and do some decking just so I can show you. I'm not going to score any of these points, but maybe I can. Yeah, let's do this. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I'm actually going to score something. So I'm going to score this small porch. Deck of 7 squares or more connected to 3 or more rooms. It's connected to 2 living rooms and a kitchen, so that'll give me 4 points. All right, so now I'm going to show you a couple other things. Down here, at the start of the game, you get a free bonus. I could cross this off to change one of these dice to something else. Just one of them. Or, now that I've scored this one, I have another one. I could cross this off to score it. As you're getting more things, you're going to get extra bonuses that are going to let you unlock some stuff. So this is the way the game's going to play. You're going to keep going until someone scored 6 of these features. I actually forget what they're called. Client demands. Till someone scores 6 of these client demands. And then you're going to score the doors. Whoever has the most points is the winner. Also, the first person to complete all 6 of these gets an extra 3 points. So it kind of gives you some incentive to get rocking. So that's floor plan. Let's go up the top. See what we think about it. All right, well, that was floor plan. So everything you saw in my video were the components of the game. 2 dice, a sheet, and I think there's like 5 different ones of each of these colors. So you can always have some variation in the game. But that's the game. Literally, it is sheets and dice and, you know, a few in-game goals. That's it. So let's talk about this game. This is a roll and write. It's pretty simple. You're either going to build a room by the dimensions of the dice. So if I rolled a 5 and a 3, I could either build the 3 room, which is a bedroom, or a dining room at a 5 by 3, you know, dimensions. That's it. Or I could build 2 of the features that match the die faces. There are some bonuses that you can swap some die faces around if you want to make it so you can, maybe you need a bunch of stones or whatever, just to make it easier to get what you need to do. It's a simple game. The hardest part of it, honestly, is trying to achieve these goals and just drawing the stuff. I'm terrible at rolling rights and drawing. I mean, you saw me in the overview. I couldn't even draw the stupid straight line for that kitchen, but I'm terrible at this, so sometimes it can get a little busy. So just make sure you're marking your board correctly. And some of these are kind of hard to understand if you just look at them quickly and you don't really pay attention. So it's probably good to go over these all before you start the game so everybody kind of knows what's going on, because this is the whole point of the game, is to get these demands in your floor plan, or the games are going to just keep going forever. So that's enough talking about this. You saw what it is. You saw what it does. You saw the production, the components. So I'm going to say, if you like rolling rights, this is probably a game for you. It does some interesting things where you always have a couple choices you can do with your dice. There's a couple rooms you can make. There's a couple features you can make every single time a die is rolled, which is cool. You're going to have some wilds that let you manipulate some dice, so that's always cool too. So yeah, I'm not going to keep beating the dead horse, so to speak. I said that in a bunch of videos. We talked about it at like our Sunday school or something like that, and now ever since we talked about it, I just feel like saying it all the time. So sorry for beating the dead horse. So yeah, that was floor plan. It's cool, it's fun, it's simple, and you know, it doesn't take a ton of, you know, strategic thinking, or it doesn't stress people out. It's just roll dice, build some buildings, have a good time. So if you're into rolling rights, you like that style of game, this is a game you want to check out. So I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics. That was Floor Plan from Deepwater, and as always, keep gaming.